Happy Wednesday, everybody, and welcome back. I hope you are having a great week thus far. You may be wondering, Minister Kayla, why you got Play-Doh sitting in front of you? Well, I'm glad you asked. It's gonna be a part of the lesson tonight. And the lesson will be done by someone very special. So what I want you to do now, go grab your pen, pencils, notebooks, tablets, anything you need to take notes tonight because you're going to need to take notes. Go ahead and grab that right now. I'll give you a few minutes to go do that. All right. I hope you have everything that you need. So without further ado, I want to introduce Miss Erica. Miss Erica will come and give you guys a lesson tonight that you will not forget. So go ahead and clap it up and let's bring on Miss Erica. Whoop, whoop.
Good evening, everyone. I'm so glad that you all decided to join us tonight. Before we get started, I just want to start us off with a word of prayer. If everyone will bow your head and close your eyes. Lord, I thank you for this day. I thank you for allowing us to be able to just see another day and embark on another journey. I pray that as we're going through this message and this lesson, you will reach the hearts of all the young people and even the adults that are listening to this. I pray that you allow them to hear a word and get something from what we're talking about today. I pray that you will continue to bless them, continue to keep your loving arms around them and their family members, watch over them, and allow them to be able to stay safe, especially during these trying times, and allow them to know that we're here, we love them, and you love them as well. I thank you and I praise you for everything that you've done, everything you're continuing to do. In Jesus' name I pray, amen. So, while I'm doing my little introduction, if you all have Play-Doh at your house or some gloves, I'll give you a minute to go and grab the Play-Doh and the gloves. All right, and with this Play-Doh and with this gloves, with the Play-Doh and with the gloves, what I want you all to do is don't stick your hands in the gloves just yet. Don't try to make little figures with it just yet. We're going to get to that point. But for now, I just want you to grab it. Sit the Play-Doh in front of you. I know I have some nice green Play-Doh. And then I want you to grab your gloves. And with the gloves, I would like for you to hold them like this. Don't stick your hands in them just yet, but hold the gloves just like this. All right, now, I was watching some YouTube videos, and then I was on TikTok, and I saw some different things, and I saw people making figures with Play-Doh, and so I figured, I can do the same thing while I'm sitting at home doing nothing, and so what I want you guys to do is hold your gloves like this, and try to make a volcano. Let's see if you can make a volcano with your gloves. Holding them like this. It doesn't seem to be working. And silly me, of course I knew it wasn't going to work. So, let's put on our gloves. Mine are a little, I don't know, tight, I guess. And instead of the volcano, because I don't want to make a volcano anymore, let's make a butterfly. Let's make a butterfly. Let's make the butterfly. Who thinks they can make a butterfly? I saw the girl making a butterfly, and it looked so easy. You know what? I forgot. With the butterfly, she had a cutter. Like she was using a cookie cutter, a Play-Doh cutter, some kind of cutter. And she had more colors. I don't have a cookie cutter, nor do I have any colors. While I'm at it, I guess I can make a snake. I saw somebody make a snake. Well, I don't have the tool that he used, the chisel, in order to make the stripes on the snake. And nor do I have any other colors to make the eyes. Well, I know something that we can make. My brother-in-law, he loves pancakes. So we can make some pancakes. Squish it together. Ooh. There. A nice little flat pancake. So y'all may be wondering, Miss Erica, why are we making Play-Doh objects during Wednesday night Bible study? What's the point of this? That's what kids do. Well, I want to enlighten you on some things. There is a message out of Play-Doh. The first thing I want you all to get is that with this Play-Doh, I started out trying to make the objects with my gloves on, then I put my gloves on. And I started out with the volcano. And with that volcano, I tried to make an object that someone else made on YouTube. And I thought it would be easy because somebody else did it. But I realized it actually wasn't that easy to make that volcano with my gloves off. And even if I tried to make it with my gloves on, as y'all can see, it's hard. It's hard. It's probably going to take more work, more tools, more things that I would have to do in order to make this volcano. And unfortunately, I don't have those tools. And so a lot of times in life, what we end up doing is we look to the person to our left and we look to the person to our right. And for those adults that are watching with your kids, you may wonder, Sally over there, she got a raise and I kind of want a raise too. Or Sally over there, she got that promotion and I want a promotion too. So let me look to see what Sally's doing. Sally made it look easy. Sally, okay, she's dressing different. So let me dress different. Ooh, she changed her hair. So let me change my hair. But what you don't realize is you don't know all the other things that Sally had to do to get to that point. And how about those young adults that are out there watching? You may be thinking to yourselves, how does this apply to me? Well, have y'all ever heard your parents say things, or have you ever said, well, Mama, Johnny or Sally, or everybody in the class failed? And what did your mama say? I don't care about everybody in the class because you're my child. Or how about, Mama, Johnny and Sally, they went to pinstripes during COVID-19 because they just opened up. But your mom was like, but Johnny and Sally aren't my kids. We're not going to pinstripes during COVID-19. And so a lot of times we start looking to other people to try to conform ourselves to what other people are doing. Or we look at these YouTube videos, we look at people on social media, and we're like, ooh, I wish that I could be like her, so I'm going to do my hairstyle like her. Or I'm going to do my clothes like her. I'm going to change this. I'm going to change that. Not realizing that you don't know, or you probably don't possess the tools that those people needed or those people had in order to conform to be those things that they were. Or think about it. I sat here and I came up with all these if-then statements. I was like, well, I can't make the butterfly because I didn't have the cutter. If I had a cookie cutter or if I had a Play-Doh cutter, then I'd be able to make the butterfly. If I had more colors, then I'll be able to make the snake that I needed. Or if I had the chisel tool, I can make it to into the texture that it needed to be. Which brings me to my second point. A lot of times we try to change our outside, or we try to make up these if-then statements. God, if I had this, if I had that, then I would be able to do this. But in reality, it's really not about the ifs and the thens. It's about us asking him, God, is this what you truly want me to do? Do you truly want me to make this butterfly, God? Do you truly want me to make this snake? Do you truly want me to be the next Play-Doh YouTube star? Do you truly want me to be the next Play-Doh TikTok girl? That might not be for me. And so I have to consult with God to see, like, if this is truly me, while I'm sitting here changing all these things about me or try to conform to these different things that I think I'm supposed to be. Which brings me to my last point. Y'all notice with the gloves, we had them off at first. And we tried to make an object, the volcano, with the gloves off. Silly me. I knew that wasn't going to work. But a lot of times in life, that's what we do with God. We say, God, we want you to have this little hands-off approach. We want to try to do it ourselves. We want to try to be the beings that we think that we can be. But in reality, it wasn't until we put the gloves on that we were able to start conforming and making the objects that we need. And so in life, that's what we have to do. We have to say, God, I need you to have a hands-on approach with me. I need to make sure I'm consulting with God every day. Make sure I'm consulting with him all day. Make sure I'm praying. Making sure I'm staying in my word, in order for him to be able to shape and mold us into the things that we need to be. And so whereas I may think that I need that cookie cutter, God may say, I've given you all the tools that you need. All you need to do is follow and listen to me. if you just roll up this Play-Doh just a little bit longer, and if you just take a few more pieces from the pot, I can make what you thought you couldn't make, where you thought you didn't have plenty, where you thought you had less, I can make more out of it. And you know what? In the mix, he may even say, I even got you some more colors, girl. But we wouldn't have known that if we did not consult with him. And so I want you guys to take from today's message to make sure you're not leaning on your own understanding, but make sure you're leaning on the understanding from the Lord. Make sure you're not conforming to the things of this world, but make sure that you're being transformed by the renewing of your mind. And I know y'all have heard those scriptures before, but let's reference Psalms 51. Something that y'all probably heard, but this is the real gist of everything. Ask God, from Psalms 51, mainly verse 10, ask him to create in me a clean heart and renew a loyal spirit within me. Because at the end of the day, if we don't change our heart posture, if we continue to try to conform to the world, even if we say, God, I need you to have a hands-on approach, but we don't really allow God into our heart, nothing will change. I can change my hair, I can change my weight, I can change my skin color, go get me some little bleach out there and start dabbing it on my face, try to change my skin color. I can try to put makeup on. I can try to do all of these things. I can go get the latest clothes. I can go out there and hang out with my friends. You know how we say no new friends. I can go out there and hang out with the same friends and say, maybe if I had more friends, if I change my friends, then I will change. But at the end of the day, no. It's all about God creating you a clean heart and him changing and working on your heart posture. So throughout the rest of this week, I want you and your family, any adults that's watching, any kids that's watching, I want y'all to take from this message and just ask God, what is it that I'm trying to conform to? What is it that I'm saying, God, I want you to have a hands-off approach, but you need him to have a hands-on approach? And ask him, is this your will for me? And please, create in me a clean heart and renew a right spirit so I can make sure that when I'm taking this next step or going to this next journey, or when I'm treading the path that you would like for me to tread, let's make sure that I'm doing the things that I need to do and my heart is right, or my mind, my body, my spirit is in the right place. And so I want to leave you all with this. High schoolers that have been in my class, even some elementary schools that have been in my class, y'all know that we recite this every time we leave, and we're going to recite it again today. I want you to recite it for your parents and hide this in your heart. Use this whenever you feel like you may be down. I just want y'all to repeat after me. Believe in yourself. Set your standards high. You deserve the best. Try for what you want and never settle for less. Believe in yourself. No matter what you choose, keep a winning attitude and you will never lose. Think about your destination. Don't worry if you stray, because the most important thing is what you learn along the way. Take all that you become to be all that you can be. Soar above the clouds and let your dreams set you free. Young people, always remember, utilize God's gifts. Let him create in you a clean heart and renew a right spirit in you so he can transform your mind, your heart, your body, your soul. Consult with him before you try to make the next steps or do the next thing that you think that is his will, but it may not be his will. And allow him to have that hands-on approach. Don't let him be like this little empty glove trying to make something out of nothing when you know it won't happen. I love you all, and y'all have a great evening.